If you guys didn't know, there's a discussion going around the internet asking what would our realistic Pokemon be? And personally, I am very interested in it. I always thought the Pokemon Company should focus more on the slice of life aspect of Pokemon, and seeing them interact in our daily lives. That doesn't involve glorified dogfights. Now, if Pokemon were real, which Pokemon would I realistically own? Now, obviously legendaries are off limits, and I can't pick Pokemon that are hard to access like Pseudos or flippin' Wailord. So I'll have to pick Pokemon that are more common, and realistically would live in my region. So, what Pokemon would I own? The first Pokemon I would want would be Joltik. Joltik is based on a spider which is fairly common around the world, and personally, I think that Joltik would be the perfect Pokemon/pet. It's only about 4 inches big, which makes it perfectly pocket-sized. I'd likely keep it around in my pocket all day, and make it use Electro Web to charge my phone. Or I could drain it, depends on its personality really. With all of that in mind, I believe that Joltik would be my main partner that I would keep around me at all times. The next Pokemon I'd own would be based on my dog, who's a black and white Shih Tzu. She's legitimately one of the most well-mannered dogs you'll ever meet, and is generally really kind and quiet by nature. Her color scheme best matches a Poochyena, which is kind of ironic because they're kind of known for their rowdy natures. But hey, she could just be a black sheep in her pack. Poochyena would probably act more as a house pet than a battle Pokemon. If my trainer counterpart were to ever go on an adventure, he would probably leave Poochyena behind, out of fear that she would get hurt in this dog-eat-dog world. Hey Joltik, do you know where Poochyena is? Joltik, what did I say about using Electro Web on Poochyena? Don't you sass me! Come here, you little brat! Whoa! This next Pokemon will be based off another one of my pets. In real life, I own a Cicada Tortoise, which might as well be a real Pokemon because of how sick they look. Now, despite me being able to pick any turtle Pokemon, such as Squirtle or Turtwig, I decided Torkoal would actually fit the description best. After all, it fits the general vibe, and the fire type would fit well in my tropical country. While not the coolest choice I could have picked, I think it would be more fair for my trainer counterpart to have. Look, I know you're friends with Joltik, but did you really have to burn me with flamethrower? Don't just go back to sleep! This next Pokemon will be more or less based on my home country, Indonesia. If you didn't know, Indonesia is filled with bats. You'll tend to find them fluttering around in the night in large neighborhoods or fields. After doing some research, I figured out that the most common bat in Indonesia is the fruit bat, which just so happens to be what Noibat is based off of. I remember seeing so many bats flying near my house, and even occasionally bumping into my window. I feel like it would be logical if I attempted to befriend one, especially since in real life, I have a huge love for bats. I'd imagine I'd hang out a lot with Noibat to listen to music, or have it play music for me. Joltik, why did you wake me up so early? The next mon I own will be some sort of fish Pokemon. I used to own a betta fish. Betta fish are very vibrant and colorful fish that you would find in fresh water. And the one I owned had very vibrant blue and red colors, which I named Blu-ray. Now, there are no betta fish Pokemon, so I'll just have to pick a colorful fish Pokemon that matches Blu-ray's description. Yeah, that is not happening. After looking up some fish Pokemon, I ended up deciding on Finneon. It's nothing fancy, and it is known as the most forgettable Pokemon in the Pokemon world. I thought its bright colors and vibrant fins best matched the description of a betta fish. While it's not my first choice, and it definitely isn't the coolest Pokemon out there, it's not supposed to be. After all, these are mons I would use in my daily life, and don't need to be competitively viable. The last Pokemon I would pick would probably be Grafaiai. While there are no Iis in my country, thank goodness, I think the amount of graffiti I find in my city would be a perfect fit for my little graphic design dropout punk. I'd likely get along with Grafaiai very well, and create paintings and canvases with it. Not to mention, look at its face. Just look at it. I like its vibe. Take your 5 hours. You only have 1 more hour to draw, okay? How the f did you paint the Mona Lisa? I left you for an hour. How the hell did you paint the Mona Lisa? I guess that makes sense. Whatever, I'm gonna go do the outro. So that's my Pokemon team if I lived in the Pokemon world. Of course, there could be some inaccuracies, and these are just some of the more optimistic Pokemon I could get, if I was being realistic. But in any case, I had a lot of fun with this script. So, tell me, what would your realistic team be? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel and helps bring this video to more people. With that being said, see you all next time.